This happened just last week, during my final days at home before leaving for college. To be honest, I wasn't even sure if I should share this, but it's been haunting me ever since, and maybe telling the story out loud will help me process it. My parents had recently moved into a smaller house after I graduated. They'd been planning it for years, downsizing, saving money, getting something manageable once I was gone. The house they picked was old, with all the little quirks you'd expect. Creaky floors, drafty windows, that faint smell of dust that never quite goes away. One thing they told me very clearly on the first tour was that there was no basement. Just a crawl space for utilities under the floor. That seemed pretty normal to me, and I never thought about it again. At least not until the night they left me alone. They had gone away on vacation, leaving me to watch the house for the week. The first night, as I lay in bed on the first floor, I heard a sound. Tap, tap, tap. It was faint at first, so faint I thought I might be imagining it, but then it kept going. A steady rhythmic tapping directly beneath the floor. I told myself it was the pipes or maybe the heating system, but it didn't stop. It went on long enough that I got out of bed and pressed my ear against the floorboards. The sound wasn't coming from one spot. It was everywhere, as if something was moving underneath the entire room. And that made no sense. Because remember, there wasn't supposed to be anything down there. Eventually, the tapping stopped and I managed to fall asleep. But the next night, it came back. Louder this time, sharper, the kind of sound that gets under your skin. I forced myself to sleep through it. By the third night, though, things escalated. The tapping was joined by something else. Dragging, scraping, like claws raking against wood. Like something heavy being pulled across the ground. The noises were too deliberate to be random house sounds. I couldn't shake the thought. What if someone was actually down there? The next morning, I told my dad over the phone. He brushed it off, said it was probably an animal that found its way into the crawl space. He told me to go check, so I did. The entrance was beneath the porch, and crawling under there wasn't fun. But I forced myself. I looked everywhere, my heart pounding, and found nothing. No animals, no holes. No signs of life at all. Still, I wasn't satisfied. Something wasn't right. Later, as I walked around the outside of the house, I noticed a pile of old construction material leaning against the siding. Tarps, wooden boards, concrete blocks. Stuff I'd seen before but never paid attention to. This time I moved them aside. And that's when I saw it. A heavy, weather-worn storm door. Painted over, half buried, hidden in plain sight. I pulled it open. Cold, stale air rushed out. A set of cracked concrete steps led down into darkness. My parents had been wrong. There was a basement. I didn't want to go down there. Every part of me screamed not to. But against my better judgment, I did. My flashlight revealed bare concrete walls and wooden support beams. And almost immediately, I noticed signs that someone had been living down there. Empty food containers, wrappers, a pile of old blankets in the corner. But it wasn't just that. Scratched into the beams and walls were marks. Dozens of tallies carved in rows like someone was keeping count. And worse, drawings. Horrible, twisted drawings of people and animals distorted in ways that made my stomach turn. I won't even describe them fully. I can't. That was enough for me. I bolted out, slammed the storm door shut, and called my parents. They were shocked, claimed they had no idea the basement even existed. My dad kept asking if I was sure nobody was still down there. I told him I hadn't seen anyone, but my skin was crawling the whole time. Before they could even come home, I bought a heavy-duty padlock and sealed the storm door shut. I thought that would be the end of it. That night, though, I woke to a sound that made my blood run cold. Bang, bang, bang. The storm door rattling. Someone or something was slamming against it, furious. The banging was so violent I thought the wood might splinter. My body froze in terror. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, and then suddenly, silence. I crept to the window. My heart nearly stopped when I saw a dark figure sprinting across the backyard, vanishing into the night. The police came, searched the basement, searched the property, but found nothing. They promised to patrol the area more often, but there was nothing else they could do. My parents came home early, insisting everything would be fine now that they were back. I left for college the next morning, but the thought of leaving them alone in that house made me sick. I can't stop thinking about the markings on the walls, the tallies, the drawings, and the person who made them. Who knows how long they'd been living down there. Watching us, listening, waiting. And the worst part is, they're still out there.